Applejack. Hmm. You know I love it when you wear that dress. Sorry about this, folks. But this Bringer kind of fell asleep watching a really good anime. He was watching Wolf's Rain, and he fell asleep during the last episode. Oh, no. Don't worry, Wolf's Rain fans. He loved it. He really loved it. It's just that, well, with Mother's Day and such, and him working so hard, he kind of passed out. Body drained, and since this was one of his busy days at his normal job, he kind of got drained of energy. You should have seen him. He was a real fighter, too. He was trying so hard to fight every single moment of watching Wolf's Rain. Here's some highlights. Must watch the end of this at night. Oh, look. We're at the point where the world got reincarnated. Wait a minute. I didn't watch that quick. Nope. Start episode. I'm going to... Buddy, you will not win this. Hey, what are you doing? Are you tucking me in, hand? Oh, why, thank you. Nice fluffing at the pillow. Nope, I refuse to fall asleep. Doing a good... Anna! Me. There. I watched it. I watched it all the way to the end credits. And now I can successfully... He's just lucky he has me. Trixie was nice enough to add this to his Miami list. And now, excuse me? Trixie will now proceed to gently awake and bring her up. Fireworks! What? Oh, yeah. Where were we on the fic? Oh, you know. Snap! Oh yeah, Spike's dead. You never had a chance. Arrgh! Oh, he's alive. Goody. Spike! Cried Rarity. Spike's shrieks of pain echoed throughout the throne room and the castle as Conquest slammed the dragon down, his spinal cord snapping onto tremendous force Alcorn, and the rock hard structure of his knee. The dragon rolled down the floor. His back was shattered. He could feel the bones of his spine dig around into the flesh of his back, spreading apart as he felt his body go numb with agony. And then, when you're down crawling into the sky, and then you'll have my permission to burn! No Dark Knight Rises jokes. My back! Sorry, Spike, twisting slightly on the ground, not daring to move on in fear of the pain it would bring. He turned his neck slightly, able to see the pony that had done this to him. The pony was staring down at him, his voice slowly putting itself back together. Everything Spike had done to him, the beatings, the cuts, the gouges, the broken teeth in the eye, was all healing and repairing itself. All he had done was for naught. Oh, you look hurt, dragon, chuckled the Dark Alicorn. I know you dragons are quick healers, but, well, you can't heal this fast. Why? Why? Why what? Why now? Asked Conquest. Or perhaps, why did I just not kill you? Is that it, Muffin? He wondered, giving the dragon faint concern. Like I said, I don't think I can kill you. Silly, is it not? You thought you killed me, and we were happy about it. I'm such a good pony, I can't do the same. Sometimes I think I'm too nice for my own good. You? Spike could barely speak. He felt fatigue taking over. Soon everything faded to black. Bastard! He muttered, his head falling backwards. Ooh, well now! Smiled the insane Alicorn, turning his gaze towards the ponies. Rarity was still traumatized from what he had just witnessed, but she had managed to free Rainbow from her bonds. As the rainbow-haired mare was busy untying the rest of the cactus, what to do with you? I mean, everything has gone so according to plan. I think I deserve a little treat. He grinned. Who to choose? I did enjoy hurting the pink one, but there was something about cutting out the orange that made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. He paused, weighing his options. You know what? I think I'll do the yellow one, just because I like hearing her cry. No. cried Flashlight, paralyzed in fear as the Sally Alicorn started to descend onto her, licking his lips eagerly. Whack! A large blunt object, coming in from out of nowhere, had randomly collided into Conquest's face. Blood was drawn as the Alicorn staggered to one knee, shaking his head and letting his vision return to him. He looked down when it struck him with great ferocity. It was a chair. King Cocoon was finally had enough of Conquest and was throwing objects at him. Thank you for that, Cocoon. And a forging hammer. Forrest was standing at the throne room doors, a determined look in his good eye. Where have you been? Traffic. He was wearing what looked like a heavy snow parka and had a bag of smithing supplies. I have more than that came from, the Red Dragon growled as he reached in and pulled out another hammer. Oh my goodness, it's you! The Dark Pony squealed excitedly. Ford! It's so good to see you again. Hey, how's that leafy dragon you had the hots for? He laughed, playfully face-filming himself. Oh, that's right. I ripped her heart out right in front of you, if I remember correctly. He laughed some more as he made a little pouting face at the enraged Drake. Oh, still being a sourpuss about that. You really need to let that go, or you'll give yourself a heart attack. You're always a terrible joker, Conquest, said Fords, but that was just plain heartless. Speaking of heartless, smiled the Alicorn, how's the old Tigger holding up for you? Last time I heard, you cut some of it out to try and save your lady friend. How did that work out for you? Conquest quickly tossed the thrown hammer. Not well. That's wonderful, he jested. It's a pity only having half your heart to work with. I could see it in your eye. I could see the pain, the hatred, the age, and the smell. Woo! Has it only been 1,000 years? I would have guessed differently. I could smell your body failing you, the shivers in your breath, the screaming of your aching muscles. Being up here is hellish for you, isn't it? I'll admit it is a little cold, grumbled Fords. You're wearing a parka in the middle of summer, deadpan Conquest. What on earth happened to the old dragon that defied me? Oh, how have the mighty fallen? Are we going to do this, or are we just going to jerk each other around? Zip. What do you think? Fords ran towards the insane pony, a hammer in his claw. Conquest smoothed down and just stood there waiting for the strike. I'm feeling particularly generous today, so I'll let you have the first hit. Laughed the Alicorn, leaning his head towards the puzzly dragon. Slam! Come on, Sam! Fords' hammer collided with the jaw of Conquest. The dragon kept whipping his hammers to the skull of the pony, a relentless barrage of hammer blows. Conquest took it in stride, letting the red dragon deal his damage, his smile never faltering throughout the whole ordeal. Eventually, Fords' strikes started to weaken. His strikes were starting to teeter and sway. The dragon was starting to tire. He was panting heavily, sweat dripping down his face. He tried to keep up the intensity of his attacks, but he was losing energy fast, his heart and age finally catching up with him. Conquest easily caught one of his claws waiting in for another strike. Getting tired? Asked the dragon. You were doing so well. I think that last one even tickled. No, I ain't done yet. Fords panted, quickly loosening his other arm and letting another hammer drop on Conquest's face, not affecting the Alicorn whatsoever. The Dark Pony sighed. Well, this is no fun, he said, pushing the Drake to the ground, and felt limp and exhausted. Seriously, have you grown that pathetic in such a short time? He asked. Fords was still breathing heavily as Conquest grabbed him by the neck, pulling him nice and close. Maybe I shouldn't be too hard on you, old friend. After all, you have no wings, one eye, and half a heart. I can't imagine what sort of hell you live through every single day. Personally, I would have killed you myself if I were you. You're not me, coughed Ford, spinning his face. You never will be. Conquest rolled his eyes as he wet some to spit off his cheek. Why would I want to be a crippled old dragon? Better than being a freaking psychopath. Don't knock it till you try it. Ha ha ha! Laughed the Alicorn. But you wouldn't understand something like that. You're weak, pathetic, and a bore. Just like you were all those years ago. You were too weak to stop me then, and too weak to stop me now. I really should just put you out of your misery. Then do it, grunted the dragon. What are you waiting for? Kill me! Conquest cackles. He dropped the dragon. Of course, I'll kill you. But later, he laughed. But that doesn't mean we can't have a little fun. The Dark Alicorn grabbed the right leg of the Drake. I so enjoy our little tradition. You know, one where every time I defeat you, RIP! I take something! For the knee on down, Force's leg was ripped off his body. The Alicorn laughed as he listened to the red dragon wither and scream, roll on the ground, cupping his stumpy leg and trying to stop the bleeding. So, what about every time he beat you? Did he take something from you? Did he make you feel extinguished or something? You know, I don't know. This Ficus just made me so OP and so practically unbeatable that it's going to take a real ass pull to win. Conquest looked at the freshly torn limb in his hoof, giving it a little whiff. He took a big bite out of the leg, sinking his sharp teeth in his flesh. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? You all right? You asshole, cried the Drake, rocking back and forth on the floor. You son of a bitch. Quit your bitching, muttered the Dark Pony, swallowed the rest of the leg. Let's go back. He turned to the group of ponies, smiled as he whispered, No, they don't. You're a monster, screamed Rarity as the Dark Alicorn started walking towards her. Ah, my fair little Rarity, he snickered. So pretty. You remind me of some pony I used to know. She was sweet, kind, and caring. She was also a cheat. Maybe not like you, but you smelled just like her. You had the same musk, the sick little odor that she released when I killed her. You even have the same little twinkle in your eye that she had. Bring back present memories of wolves in a forest. Don't mention wolves right now. I'm still sad. Actually, I'm also thinking about wolves in there. I mean, Conquest, how can you be so sure that they aren't actually wolves? You know, looking like ponies, trying to find paradise. I'm gonna go rewatch Wolf's Rain. Oh, no you don't! Conquest pressed his hoof to Rarity's purple mane, causing the mare to shiver. Tell me something, the Dark Alicorn asked. Do you fear me? Are you afraid of what I can do? What I have done and plan on doing? No. Yes, baby. She shivered, petrified from his gaze. You're very warm. When I ate you, you actually made me feel warm inside. A feeling I've forgotten. A feeling I missed. So leads me to my next question. How dare you? Growled the white mare as he trembled in fear. I don't care what you are, but I'm not going back in there. You do not treat a lady that way. I mean, I probably would shoot out throw you, and probably would be using the elements, but we have to remind ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, this is a spike fic! And we're all weak females with no spines. I know. If you were at your cannon cells, my ass would be grass. I know. I mean, let's forget what abilities Lesbingus usually gives us. It would just take us a few seconds to craft the elements and just win. I know, I'm like a two-part villain at best. Well, lady, sneered Conquest, grabbing the unicorn by the hair and pulling her up. If you weren't such an asset to me right now, I would rip that pretty little mouth off of you so I could stuff it down your throat. He blew the mare down. Lucky for you, you are very important. He looked over at her friends, who were still bruised and battered, incapable of defending themselves. However, your friends are nothing more than collateral. No, pleaded the white mare. Don't hit them. The insane pony shrugged the white mare off of him. And who's going to stop me? You. You know, this was the other thing that made me think, yeah, when I was writing the original porn version in the fall, this is what I wanted to do with Conquest. Because, I don't know about you folks, but this author has made him so OP, so over the top, so ridiculously invincible, so unable to kill. That figured, okay, why not sick him on Starfleet? Apparently, they're so overpowered. They're so invincible. Even though a normal MOTW can hurt them. And they're so fast, why not send another OP guy at them? Make them have to work for their wins. They wouldn't know what to do because they're stuck usually fighting MLTWs. The same thing over and over again. And that was a comment that I was making with Grand Ruler. When you slip into a pattern, you tend to forget what to do when somebody breaks the pattern. And Conquest breaks it. There was a thunderous quake as the whole room shook. The vibrations soaring through the walls, and sending pillars of the throne room. Another boom, this time closer. Discarded furniture quaked, bouncing slightly off the ground. As the rumble got closer, sun was wiped out, no longer shining through the windows. Huh, wonder what that is, said Conquest. He soon found out as the green claw broke through the window, snatching the Alicorn's massive claw, dragging it through the window, glass shattering everywhere. The hideous dragon was the height of the castle, neck and head easily showering the structure. The beast that grabbed the psycho glared down with piercing yellow eyes, staring at him. Torch, is that you? You. Inferno grumbled, squeezing the pony in his hand. I remember you. Curator. Curator? Smiled the Alicorn. Curator's not here at the moment, but please leave a message at the beep. Beep! No, it's you, snarled the green dragon. Your skin is dark and your eyes are red, but you're still the bastard that slaughtered my clan. Oh, right, chuckled Conquest. That silly war thing Courier was in. I almost forgot about it. But you're still bitter about that. It was everything to us, ordered the green drake, his lip grip tightening around the Alicorn. Our race was defeated by sniveling ponies, but now no longer. He licked his lips. Now I have avenged my race and dead by eating the champion of other ponies. I wouldn't do that if I were you, cackled Conquest. I don't like being eaten. I'm more the eater rather than the E.T. You will not deny me my vengeance, shouted Thorough, and I won't deny you your death. The green dragon snarled as he stuffed his prey down his throat. The dark Alicorn didn't scream like he had thought. It was as if he wasn't afraid of death. He wasn't afraid of him. Inferno, the greatest that guides children. I've done it. He bellowed, I've killed the pony. Ha 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 ha. The champion will now digest in my stomach for generations. At last, I have my revenge. The ponies looked at him in amazement through the broken window. Pinky was the first to respond. Is he gone now? Is that big meanie gone? I think so, said Rainbow. I mean, he was eaten by a dragon. I don't think any pony can survive that. But he's not a normal pony. The group of young mares turned their heads towards Forge, who had dragged himself to the wall. He sat up against it as he examined his blade stump on a leg. It was bleeding, quite profusely. Sighing heavily, he covered his mouth with his left hand and breathed a little fire into it, the yellow flames dancing on his palm. With a steady breath, he lifted up his stumpy leg and painfully crossed the burning hand to his leg. The flames burnt his flesh, boiling his blood, cauterizing the wound. You've seen him, he grunted, trying his best to ignore the pain in the leg. He overcame the aid of you. Well, you see, Forge, if this was the canon main 6, I would be like, but this is not the canon main 6. This is a Spike Fic main 6, which means that they're about as useful as background characters in a Sailor Moon story. Chains as NPCs in a Sailor Moon story. Chains as civilians in a Sentai. Chains as a victim of the day in a Kamen Rider story. Chains as boss against an angered Koji. Chains about as effective as your normal super robot is against to the final boss just before they get the upgrade. Chains about as effective as lock on against Ollie. Chains about as effective as me against sleep when my body really craves it. You have any idea how difficult it is? Dragon bones are harder than rocks, and our skins are like steel. The dragon dropped right down near my bear, using the fabric to bandage his wound. I've seen what he can do firsthand. This leg ain't the first thing he's taken from me. He sighed, pulling down the more of the banner until his whole thing came down. I grabbed the pole that was holding the banner up, snapping it until more of his size, and used it as a crest to support himself. He's taken so much. What should we do? Sirred Fluttershy. What can we do? Replied Forrest, limping towards the ponies. At the moment, all we can do is get out of here. Run like cowards. Run like we don't have any spines. Well, that's easy for us! I looked out the window at the snarky old elder dragon. It delayed the inevitable. Elements. The rest of the group didn't argue with the Drake. Applejack, Fluttershy, Pinky, and Rainbow rushed to the door as quick as they could. Twilight, Rarity, and Princesses all focused their magic gear to try and levitate the Drake. Rarity can lift rocks! Celestia Luna could probably lift more than this. Why do you need all of them to... Grrr! Vic, if you hit the main six this much, then why do you exist? Easy with him, said Rarity. His back is very fragile. Twilight did her best to focus on lifting the dragon, but her horns still snapped off. The once great unicorn found it difficult to perform the simple spell. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. It's all right, Twilight. Smile Princess will handle this. I just feel so useless, sobbed the Lavender Mare, looking at her broken horn. Magic was everything to me. Now it's all gone. Relax, soothed Luna. When this is all over, we can reattach it. For right now, we must get out of here before... Wait. Are you telling me you could reattach it? Yep, sorry about that, Tempest. Booted Inferno, crying out pain. Oh no, we should leave now. Yes, and go get the elements, shouted Forrest as he wobbled towards the door, hopping on one leg. And maybe go get the elements? The colossal dragon outside grabbed his stomach, felt an immense burning inside. His throat was filling up. It was getting hard to breathe. Black liquid started to get leaked from his eyes. His ears and nose, Inferno fell to his knees, shaking the earth as he coughed up more of the black substance. Never felt this kind of pain before. Turn their blood to inky black. The great, enormous green drake felt his bones starting to crack, crumpling inside him. His claws started to painfully roll backward. He felt every ounce of agony as his skeleton started to implode on himself. He felt every glass-like bones crumple and crack. The dragon started to scream, but the only thing that came out of his mouth was a waterfall of black blood. Muscles screaming, hearts on fire, situations getting dire. No, gargled Inferno. He felt pressure on the base of his neck. I can't be defeated by a pony. With one final thought, they may lose their will. The elder dragon's head erupted in a black explosion, ebony blood raining down for miles, and the dark alcor stood at the base of what was left of Inferno's neck. Burning red eyes, bright white smile, cutting to the eruption of black rain. That's my favorite way to kill. Oh, I know I was supposed to sing it to the tune of my favorite things, but I thought the little chant was cooler. Evil Alicorn smiled as he hopped up to the decapitated dragon, flew through the window, grinning at the scraggling ponies. Well, Conquest said. I get eaten by a dragon, and you think you could just get up and walk away. He giggled as he shook off the black blood of Inferno. But I still need the dragon. The intact purple one, not the horribly disfigured red one. You're not touching him, growled Rainbow, standing in front of Spike. Are you kidding me? Cackled the Alicorn, raising his singing tones of fake terror. Look out, everybody! The blue one's gonna stop me, he said sarcastically. As he found my one weakness, idiocy. No, in my world, your weakness is Fluttershy and Pinky. Conquest's eyes started to glow. But in all seriousness, you aren't part of the plan, so it doesn't matter if you live or die. He raised his hoof as the rainbow made flint instead of an incoming blow. Let me guess, she gets saved by a man? Just you lay your hoof on her. Conquest raised an eyebrow before he was knocked across the room from a black blur. The dark alicorn backmasted to the stairs, bouncing onto them before ricocheting to the ceiling. Rainbow opened her eyes. She thought she was a goner. But the cat came back the very next day. Standing in front of her was a somewhat tall dragon. Black scales, pink underbelly, and oversized wings. Dust Devil had his wings currently extended full length. You aren't going to touch her, sighed the Sky Drake. Or any of them. Nice to see you finally coming out with your feelings. No! Secret Bear Bite, as he, Glimmer, lurched as Siltilda came down the hall. Their lighthearted was certainly alive when they saw Spike's condition. Holy crap, what happened? Spike got hurt, said Rarity. Oh, what? Worried Siltilda, rushing towards the floating sleeping dragon. She took a knee at his side. Who did this to my Spike? Excuse me. The bronze fire dragon looked over his shoulder to see Rarity give her a look. The mare's lip eyes scrunched up in confusion. Nothing, said Siltilda, instantly recognizing the dragon from that photo from years ago. Who did this to him? The same thing that blew the elder's head off, mumbled Vors. Same reason we all need to get the hell out of here. There was a loud cackling coming from the other side of the room. So what? Guys, I hate to ask the obvious question here, because, you know, I'm actually intelligent and actually like to think, and I have not had my free will sucked out, but, how did you guys beat him the first 3 times? With a dragon. Okay. That would be Forge. Okay. Right. Forge has been weakened. I get it. And Spike's too much of a dumbass to do anything. Gotcha. Hey! It's true, Spike. You admit it. Oh. Okay. Well, okay. We've got that settled. Alright. Then what did you do? We used the elements! Oh, I see. Someone... Why didn't you go out onto the battlefield with Spike and the others, or, you know, had Spike stay behind, had some other dragon maybe help out and lead the army, and wait for Conquest to come to you, then have Spike beat Conquest and then use the elements then? Because otherwise the plot wouldn't happen! Ah, I see. I got it. I understand the plot. Differences. And is everybody in this thing an idiot? Is there nobody intelligent in this whole fucking story? You know what to do. You've beaten this guy 3 times already. You had the tools. There's absolutely no reason for him to get this far. You should have had the elements on moment 1. But no, you didn't. You should have had Spike with you, or some sort of defense, but you didn't. You should have went after Conquest on your own, but you didn't. You wouldn't even be in this trouble if you just deployed the strategy and the weapons you have. Was this written by Reality Check? This smells like it was written by Reality Check. You know, instead of sending the main 6 out, he sends out the, you know, soldiers that were easily to die. Then just to make sure that they win, he completely rewrites reality just so that way they can take on the Godzilla threat. You know, that kind of thing. I really hate idiocy. Oh, and furthermore, why aren't you using that opportunity to get said elements? You have so many ways to win. This should not be a problem. Because again, we've done this 3 times already. There was a loud cackling from the other side of the room. His Conquest peeled himself off the ceiling, falling down, landed at his feet. Oh, I was just starting to have fun. He still had as he jumped towards the group. He's staring at a new group of dragons. But I suppose I could play with these new toys for a while. Bring it, pony! Taunted Dust Devil, flexing his claws. Easy, Dust, said Glimmer. This one seems different. Kind of like there's something wrong with him. I don't see anything wrong, smirked Dust. Dust is soon to be dead, pony. Conquest laughed, chuckling at the cockiness of the dragon. Oh, that's sweet of you to say. He leaned in very close to the dark dragon's face, red eyes staring into his. But, as many will tell you, there's something really wrong with me. As the rest of the dragons were locked in a staring contest with the evil alicorn, Lord nudged Pinkie Pie's shoulder, trying in the ear. Get everyone out of here. We'll deal with this guy. What? No, shrieked the pink party pony. He'll kill all of you. Relax, I'll be fine. But you need to get the rest of these guys out of here now. The pink mare sighed as he motioned for all the ponies to carry Spike out of the room, closing the door behind him, leaving the 5 able-bodied drakes and dragonesses with the psycho pony. Well. Okay. I'd like to go with Fall here for a bit and point out on how I was able to do a good, nearly invincible villain right. I actually showed you weaknesses. I actually showed you how he could be beaten. Hell, during one of the chapters when Pinkie Pie started singing, I basically gave you a gigantic job of foreshadowing and said, this is how they're going to win. But that's the point. That's how you show it. But by doing this crap of having him regenerate, of him always coming out on top, it's not, oh my god, how they're going to win this? It's, what type of asshole is the writer going to bring out to win? It stops getting interesting. It's not a invincible hero taking down a bunch of bad guys, self-gratification. This is just, my villain's all powerful. And just sitting there, bored, time and time again. It's kind of like Ultimatum, where killing him was just so, where everybody dying was just getting so boring. That's how I feel about this. Again and again. Looks like it's 5 against 1. That hardly seems fair, don't you think? He broke it down more laughter. If you want, I can wait while you get more dragons. Pretty cocky for a dead pony, mused the Sky Drake. This is the guy everybody's been telling you is strong. Did nobody describe him to you? And for a dragon who claims to hate ponies, he seemed eager to protect them. Took a conquest. I hate ponies. Then why did you say the blue one? Ouch! Oh, I know you don't like it, Legendbringer. That's why I did it. I was protecting Spike, he said defensively. You said, don't lay a hoof on her, if I remember correctly. He has a point. You did say her. Who say you on? No. I'm not going to say it, because Legendbringer has an arrow of dragon slaying pointed at my heart. Yeah, Legendbringer looks really pissed off at us. We're not going to do it. Are we supposed to fight this guy or something? Thank you, Arts. Let's see, the dragon. Is Legendbringer always just against dragons? Only lousy OC dragons that don't really do anything for the plot. A few moments of silence between the silence, and some of the dragons realized, wait, what were we doing again? We have a joke in the middle of senseless gardens. Conquest gave a couple of calls, alerting the dragons to his presence, making sure they all knew he was still there. Wow. I've seen my crew so defective friends and seen plenty of abuse, but you guys are hilarious. He cackled, dropping to the floor in fits of language. I mean, seriously, you guys are about to go up against the most powerful being in existence, and you're all focused on, you know what? I hate you. The focus has been off of me for almost 5 minutes. We can't have that now, can we? That's it. I'm taking this guy down. The dragon took off, flying towards the alicorn, his claws at array. The pony just stood there, idly watching as the streams got closer and closer until he finally collided with Conquest's hoof. Dust Devil went hurling in the opposite direction. He was down, but the other dragons were not. Glimmer and Satilda took flight. Cloudweaver slithering towards the pony while the fire dragon took a nosedive. Conquest conjured a strange aura boomerang, slinging towards Satilda. She was knocked out of the air, but Glimmer was able to make her strike. However, as the bronze cloud dragon was trying to constrict her body around the pony, she was grabbed and used as a shield to block Glimmer's multiple tongues. The round drake's tongues accidentally wrapped around Glimmer's slender body and pulled her towards him. You know, everybody? I'm glad for this fight. I really am glad for this fight. We have spent so many chapters with Spike's new friend group that we have grown and loved them. Their characters have been so well defined, so well crafted over these past few chapters that they literally have jumped off the page and we know them. We know them almost as well as the main six, who we're actually here for. We know them as well as we do Spike, who we're actually supposed to be here for. That these 5 dragons have well earned this fight. That's right. Throughout the past 4 chapters, where they just basically acted like a high school group, we came to enjoy them, and we love them. Now, I know this may sound like I am being sarcastic, but the truth is, I am. I am being very sarcastic. Because I do not give one flying fuck about these characters. I do not care about their personalities. And I'm wondering why we're wasting our time here when we could be with the main 6. That is how much I dislike these characters. And my friends, I hope you can stand by and say, when are we getting back to the plot? Now, where's that brown wingless one? Wondered Conquest. The ground exploded from beneath the pony. Bearbite sprung from the ground and grabbed around the neck. The brown drake mercilessly sunk his teeth into the alcorn. Black blood sprang out. Conquest rolled his eyes as he easily bite the rock mouth out for him. Bite went quickly healing itself. Is that seriously all you cut? Laughed the pony. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Even my mother put up a bigger fight before I killed her. His sentence was cut short as he was struck across the face and sent flying across the room. Dust Devil, with blade teeth, looked around the room and head past Conquest, or its immediately shot his tongues onto the leg of the pony, slanted down on the ground. A large drake took advantage of this, let down on Conquest, crossing its ribcage with his girth. He received a pound in the alcorn with his meaty fists, each blow ripping out the dark flesh and blood. You know, on Wolf's Reign, the final boss was a very powerful wolf, but he eventually got taken out over time because he was getting weaker. But at this point, the world was slowly starting to end, and this was less of a battle, but more about a struggle to try to get to paradise. It was a struggle to be the last one standing. And maybe, just maybe, find out if their journey really meant something after all this time. If it truly meant something to them. For what were they fighting for? It was passionate, it was glorious, it was wonderful, it was well written, and it's nothing like this, Vic. This is stupid! We got him now, roared Lawrence, punching the alcorn in the face. Got him. Went in for another strike, but the dark pony caught him with his hoof. He flipped the drake off of him. Conquest struggled to get up, but 2 browny brown claws rustled from the floor, lasting into his arms. The alcorn snarled as he struggled to break free from as Glimmer wrapped around his body, squeezing the life out of him. Dust Devil, Satilda, and Lurtz all piled onto Conquest, lasting and scratching out at him. All of their claws and teeth ripped into his dark flesh, tearing at his coat, snapping his bones. Enough! Shouted Conquest as his body exploded with dark energy. All dragons were blasted off of his pony, their bodies smoking and cracking with the aftermath of the dark explosion. Alcorn got up from the ground as his invincible body started to regenerate. He got to the fallen warriors, their bodies twisting on the ground, still alive but in great pain. This has been a laugh and a half, but I think we dragged this on long enough. He walked to the door, looking behind him. Unless one of you still wishes to oppose me? You won't hurt him. Conquest looked quickly at the bronze fire dragon as he slowly started to get up. I won't let you hurt my Spike. Satilda groaned. I won't let you. I remember you, smiled Conquest as he closed the door, walked to the ancient dragoness. You're the one who caused Spike so much trouble in the Badlands. I must admit, I was very impressed with you. Hurting a dragon like that made me cry with joy. I didn't want to hurt him, she muttered. I just wanted him back. Oh, boo freaking who! I lost my loved ones, and that's what molded me into the evil-minded stallion you see today. But I kid. Now, you're a very special individual, and that piques my interest. What do you mean? You love that dragon, said Conquest. I don't know why you do, but you do. And that love's what led you to betray him. It was love that led you here to protect him. It was love that led you here to kill Verity. What? Gasped the shocked dragoness. How did you... Your hate is a beautiful thing, but very predictable. And if that mare was an important part of my plan, I will let you proceed in slaughtering her. So you must know that killing her would go away. I guess I didn't think... That's right! You didn't think. You never think. You just act. And that's why I love you. You let your anger for the unicorn, your love for the dragon cloud your judgment. And I find that hilarious. You really take after me, girlie. Your hatred is intoxicating. My hatred. Tell me, Satilda, would you die for that dragon? Would I die for him? It's a simple question, but one I find really brings out the true natures of a pony, or in this case, dragon. I don't know. You don't know? How curious, and at the same time, disappointing. What are you going to do now? What I was going to do anyways. He smiled, his eyes glowing red. I'm going to let you and everyone else in all the credits video watch as I kill the dragon. When something that's happened already! God! The only real death we had so far was... What was your name again? Inferno. I don't care.